Do you ever see Ben Simmons playing for the Sixers again right now?
I don't.
Wow.
Skip, when we talked about this, Skip, after they lost to Game 7 in Atlanta, and Doc Rivers said what he said, and Joel Embiid said what he said, Skip, I said it was over. You believe they could mend the fence and said Doc Rivers is going to get in the room with Ben Simmons? I said, no, it's not. I said, you can't say that there's no coming back from what he said. There's no coming back from what Joel Embiid said. So I was very clear in that. Skip, this is a matter of pride. Daryl Morey wants to basically say, well, if he's not going to play for us, he's not playing for anybody. But what you're doing by doing this is that you're wasting another one of Joel Embiid's seasons. How many seasons, how many more injury, because he's been relatively injury-free this year, but you're wasting Joel Embiid's career. You're not going to get the value that you want for the simple fact everybody knows you've got to trade Ben Simmons. They know he does no longer want to be there. And by that, Skip, I'm not giving you top dollar when I know you've got to get off it. I know you've got to move it. Everybody knows you've got to move it. He's made it abundantly clear. You see in these videos, Skip, he got a cell phone in his pocket. He's lollygagging. He's shuffling like, man, I don't want to be here. I want everybody to see that I don't want to be here. So, Skip, it's best that you go try to get the best package you could get. Maybe you can get some draft picks and keep it moving. But you're not going to get the player back or players back that you want in return because everybody knows Ben doesn't want to be there, and they know eventually you're going to have to get up off him. You're going to have to. He's not playing for the 76ers again. I don't know where he ends up, Skip. I don't know. But I just know he's not playing in Philly again.
Shannon Sharpe, the one thing I respect about your man LeBron James is he has moved. He has gone, obviously, from Cleveland to Miami to Cleveland to L.A. But every time LeBron moved, he had the right to move.
Correct.
In this case, Ben Simmons has not 1 or 2 years left on his deal. He has 4 years left on his contract.
Yeah.
He signed it in good faith because they signed it in good faith. And it is offensive to me that here we go again with another NBA player attempting to just force his way out of town because he doesn't like the way he got treated at the end of a game in which he did stink it up.
He did.
Obviously, over the Atlanta series, he lost it at the free throw line. He let the demons get a hold of his psyche and just chomp away at it. And he started to run from the later game free throw line. And we saw him turn down, obviously, it looked like a dunk because he was afraid to have to shoot, if he got fouled, the free throws. And I can't condemn Joel and Doc for what they said after the game because it's in the heat of the moment. They had lost a Game 7 at home, and it was eating them up. And they spilled just as you might have spilled moments after losing to Mark Brunell and the Jacksonville Jaguars at home in that playoff game that still haunts you to this day.
Correct.
And my point is that Rich Paul and LeBron's agency represents Ben Simmons. And it did do my heart a little bit of good that in the meeting that they had a couple days back, Rich Paul did fly to Philadelphia to sit down with Daryl Morey and company. I think there are other executives involved to try to hash it out and break the stalemate. Well, it did my heart good because I thought that Daryl Morey would be forced to fly to L.A. to have an audience with Rich Paul, and it worked the other way. It's because the Sixers have dug in, and I am rooting for them in this situation because they value Ben Simmons because they should. He is a dominating player to me. I get the glitches. I get all the frailties. I get it that he's never developed any kind of jump shot, three-point shot, mid-range shot, and his free throws come and go. But I always hark back to that one game, February 15th at Utah going back to last year, 2020. Obviously.
2021, you mean?
I'm sorry, 2020, because he's been out now for the whole time. But we're going all the way back to 2020. But February 15th at Utah, he got upset because Gobert was getting all this acclaim for Defensive Player of the Year again. And he said, okay, watch this. And he went for 42, 9 and 12 assists. That night at Utah, he made 12 of 13 free throws. So you can't tell me he's not capable, because we know he's capable. And the Sixers know full well just how capable he is, because he won Rookie of the Year. He made 3 straight All-Star teams. He made 2 straight, the last 2 years that he played, all defensive teams. That's pretty great. And in that Game 7, he took little Maestre completely out of the game, because Ben at 6'10" is so long and so quick and so agile and just so smart, high IQ, that he just enveloped little Trae Young and held him to 5 of 23, and the Atlanta Hawks still survived that game, maybe because of Ben's lack of on the offensive end. I got it.
Okay.
But the Sixers are saying, no, we got 4 more years. We're not going to let you run our organization, Rich Paul. Or I think they're looking at LeBron in the biggest picture. LeBron, you don't run this league. We run the 76ers, and we gave him a deal, and he signed it in good faith because we did. So we're going to honor, and he needs to honor.
Well, let me tell you what else you did. You ran your mouth. And you know you can't say, I don't care about the heat of the battle. You know there are certain things that you can't say about an athlete, or there's no coming back from. And I said that at the time, that there was no coming back from this. Now, the question is, if you want to just hold on to him and waste 4 years of Joel Embiid's prime, have at it. But what do you accomplish? Well, we showed him. At the end of the day, Daryl Morey is going to be judged because they brought him there to bring a championship. He and Elton Brand are to deliver the 76ers a championship. Joel Embiid by himself is not going to get that. He's not Wilt. He's not Shaq. And Shaq needed others. He needed a Kobe. So you're not getting a championship with just Joel Embiid and you holding on to Ben Simmons saying, we showed him. We showed him. We held on to him for 3 years. We held on to him for 4 years. And did what?
Okay, but Shannon,
it's
okay, I got you. But they also could make Ben Simmons waste 4 years of his prime. Does he want to do that?
I'm getting
because
my money.
In the end, okay, Shannon, I believe the 76ers are fighting for the league, the image of the league, because I think a lot of fans get turned off by the fact that a James Harden says, I want out. I want to go to Brooklyn. Send me to Brooklyn. Okay, we'll send you to Brooklyn. I think they get turned off by the fact that LeBron says, I need Anthony Davis. Go get him. Just go we'll figure it out. Get him. Come on over here. Come to the Lakers. Well, after a while, it's bad for business, and this could be worse for business.
Well, teams do that all the time. Teams, they're thinking about trading either Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. They're thinking about breaking them up. Are the fans going to be upset about that? Oh, they'll get over it, just like they get over when players want to leave. See, as long as teams do what's in the best interest of the team, everybody's cool with that. But the player says, I'm a brand too. I want to win. I don't feel I can win here, so I want to go somewhere I can win. If your obligation as an exec is to do what's in the best interest of the team, the player's best interest of him is also do what's in the best interest of him. If me being here isn't in the best interest of me winning, well, I need to get up out of here. Skip, go ahead and try to get the best package you can. Skip, nobody's going to give you another comparable superstar because they know Ben Simmons doesn't want to be there. And sooner or later, Skip, you're going to have to get up off it. You're going to have to trade him sooner or later.
Okay, but if you decide to trade Jaylen Brown, you're going to get value for value. In this case, people are just saying, yeah, we'll give you 25 cents on a dollar.
Well, that's what you should. Hey, you should have kept your mouth shut.
Okay.
Sometimes when emotions are high, logic is low. You say things.
Yeah.
Stop saying things when you're emotionally upset.
Okay, last quick point. Your league, the National Football League, does not allow this kind of player movement with contractual years left. You know it, and I know it. They say, not on our watch.
But here's the thing. You know why they don't, Skip? Because those players don't have guaranteed contracts. In baseball, a guy can hold you hostage because he got guaranteed contracts. In the NBA, when you don't have guaranteed money, see, Ben Simmons got $150, $160 million. He knows that money is coming. Well, Dak Prescott got the biggest, most guaranteed money coming. That's $75 million. So he can't do anything because after that, now you're at the mercy of the league. That's why the league won't give them players guaranteed money because they're not going to have you running rush out over us. That's the difference between MLB, NBA, and the NFL.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.